that there's a juggling act going on. And for some reason, the blindness isn't there as it should be. You know, in the Justice card, a bit. I'm not hitting the nail on the head. I feel this has to do with Pentacles, though. So income, money. It's as if time is standing still. Responsibility. Oh, you're sick. Oh, Sabs. I'll put you in my healing prayers tonight. Hopefully we can help. Everybody gives Sabs a cyber hug. Because I know what that responsibility... Yeah, it happens. And it does happen. My mum, who hasn't been too well, decided to have a holiday. And caught COVID on the plane. So didn't have much of a holiday. And I had been feeling guilty about not catching up with my mum before she left for her holiday. I don't feel so guilty. I know that sounds horrible, but yeah, sometimes it works that way. And myself, I have to touch wood when I do this, so expose tarot board, touch wood. A friend of mine and I, we have been around people who have had COVID but haven't contracted it. And it's like we started this joke of, okay, we haven't contracted it. Everybody else we know has. They're going to start testing our blood for the antibodies. And yes, we know it sucks. We know the same people. So it's... But there's a joke going around that they're going to get the two of us and test our blood so that they can get fair income antibodies. Now, fair income means true antibodies. I don't want to be a guinea pig just because of being lucky. Touch wood. You know, as soon as you say it out loud, it can come about, but there you go. You've got the Ten of Pentacles, Sabs. I feel like you need to focus on your health. The responsibilities are still going to be there. The responsibilities aren't going anywhere. They can wait. So focus on picking yourself up. And the Page of Pentacles. There you go. It may come in dribs and drabs, but the responsibilities will not move, if that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, there's a fear of losing... There's a fear of losing standing or losing position within society. And the World card. Seriously, third read for the day, third time the World card. Well, it was Wheel of Fortune, but the World to me is similar. And in this case, I feel like it's a juggling act. It's been the Wheel of Fortune, but the World card and the Wheel of Fortune to me are pretty similar. Yeah. Yes, and all different decks. But the Empress is here following the World. So I feel the fear of not being productive enough is just that, a fear. Focus on yourself and focus on getting yourself back to unstuck, which means healthy, happy, vibrant. Ten of Cups. Focus on yourself. And I get you saying, oh, but I feel I'm letting people down. I feel like I'm misrepresenting myself. Yeah, there's a masquerade. I don't know whether you can see this clearly. Oh, you can. Um, in this Seven of Swords, there's a masquerade feel about it. And you're holding all the swords, so it doesn't matter whether you're masked or not, or whether you're offline or not. And you know me, I'm always spruiking the benefits of being offline. The Hangman. You do need to take time out. I feel you've pushed yourself and symptoms have only got worse. Yeah. I know it's difficult because I've been in situations where people have relied upon me. And to make that choice of putting yourself first when people are relying on your productivity or your input, it can sometimes be very soul destroying to let the others down. And you're not going to be letting them down. Maricor, hello. I feel if you let the others know the difficulties you're facing, you will have more support. You will have more support than what you ever thought possible. Yeah. You're feeling emotional at the same time as well. Yourself to you. I can understand that. I can totally understand it. I've been in that situation. But coming with this feeling unwell is an emotionalness. Is that a word? Emotionalness? There's heightened emotion. And it's all up in your head about the future. Okay, Sabs. I see this is Dark Night of the Soul stuff, the read. It doesn't need to be. And there's something about the cost of the lessening symptoms. I feel that it's something your body has to go through, but there are tonics out there that can lessen the symptoms. And there's a feeling of wasting resources if it only lessens the symptoms. And I have to tell a funny story here because I tend to go. My generation was the first generation that had access to paracetamol. Prior to that, aspirin. And my grandparents' days, there was a time when they didn't even have aspirin. So, hey Peachy, welcome in. So, generations before us have actually had to look after themselves using remedies that sound unusual. And when it comes to colds and flus, there's a remedy called Senya and ammonia. And no, it's not the ammonia that you think of. It's found amongst the cough mixtures. and it's usually cheap. It tastes revolting, but it's been around since the late 1800s. It works a treat. I feel like the downtime here for you, Sabs, is actually going to lead to success. Don't ask me how. That's for the universe to answer. That's for the universe to answer. The downtime is actually going to lead to success. And what is it that sometimes we have to hit rock bottom before we start seeing the light? I feel this is your rock bottom. It's like pent up energy of disappointment that's led to this feeling sick. Now, Sabs, why are you laughing at that, Sabs? Pent up energy of disappointment can lead to the onset of colds and flus. Well then, at your local drugstore, have a look for it's Senga and ammonia. And seriously, generations before even aspirin came along, swore by it. Now, are you going to redeem an oracle, Sabs? It's a good thing you don't have to speak, you just have to type. Because I've closed the reading before and... Okay. I've closed the reading before and... Now you got to tell me which one, Sabs. Vintage Wisdom, Sign of the Times, Magic of Unicorns, Law of Positivism, Energy and Spirit are the oracles I have available. And once I fix up the sound, now that they've added like 5 auxiliaries, I do have to get myself a command for the oracles. Energy and Spirit. Oh, that's not silly. I'm actually getting as in interesting. Interesting. Because I do feel as if there's a spirit energy around you, someone who when they passed suffered a back injury. While they were living, they suffered a back injury and they passed with that same injury. And I feel that they're around you. And they may have had something to do with the medical profession. Either nursing, okay. That's okay. You can do your research when you're feeling up to it, Sabs. I'm not going to put any pressure on you today. Archangel Zadkiel was at the bottom, and Zadkiel's peace, love, and mung beans and healing. That's okay. You can do your research. They smoke like a chimney, but I feel it might have been a pipe. So I'm going to a male energy here. And it was very interesting. I did go to my spiritual gathering on Sunday, and the talk was very interesting. It was talking about the world's current reliance on a more instant appearance of things. And I sat there listening and I'm thinking, yeah, but there's also a resurgence of patience. And I feel colds and flus are the universe's reminder that things happen in their divine timing. I've known some people to suffer with the flu for 6 months. And the flu will end when the flu ends. Oh, one flipped out. I'm in activity isolation. Oh, I'm going to put that on the... I'm not going to put that back in the deck. Oops, wrong way round. There we go. An emotional desert, inactivity, isolation. I'm just going to do a brief one on that because I feel that resonates with you at the moment, Sabs. I want to have a look-see and see what Sandra Ann Taylor has to say about that one. Another one flipped out. I'm a hopeless shuffler, so cards do flip out. Just to let everybody know, family tree came out. So yeah, you gotta rest, Sabs. You don't want to deplete your energy while you're young. Trust me. While you're young is the time to party when you can, rest when you can. Shoopers, welcome in. Jing, thank you for the sub. Oh, I've got a different emote now with the subs, it looks like. 19 months subversary, Jing. Congratulations. Okie doke. Guide said yes. Your eternal spirit, higher self, sacred intuition. So, Sabs, you get a twofer. In Australia, we call them twofers. We have terrible trouble separating words. It's 241, and we call it a twofer. Okay, Zenny Optics seriously have to start sponsoring me in a big way. Okay, here we go. I'm going to read the emotional desert first. It's referring to the emotional desert. This card signifies a time of inactivity or isolation. You may be feeling unproductive or uninspired in an emotional desert, longing for real purpose and connections. In spite of that longing, you just don't seem to have the energy to reach out and make things happen. Still, this is not a card of doom and gloom. Even if you seem to have lost your energy, your enthusiasm or your connections take heart. Look to the future. The right side of the card, you can see a beautiful oasis with lush trees and nurturing water. The message is clear. You still have the power to connect, produce, and create great value in your life. You may have to make some plans and put forth some effort, but you can finally break through this low vibration and choose to generate a more powerful momentum of joy. The affirmation: I am a vital force in the universe. I have the power to create great value in my life and in the world. Okay. Now to your eternal spirit, because this is the card that my guides wanted. The universe wanted the emotional desert to come out, but my guides kept telling me to go for another card. So, your eternal spirit. People often define themselves according to the restrictions of their human bodies and mental and emotional patterns. They rarely focus on the unlimited power and value of their spirit. But if this is your approach, it only limits your happiness and your experience of value in the world. Okay. This card heralds a time of great spiritual value. You are at a point where you can finally awaken to the full and ever-present power of your eternal spirit. This very real side of you preceded your present self, going all the way back to divine consciousness, the source of your true identity. Meditate on sacred intuition of your inner voice and the radiant wisdom it brings. Let go of limitation and commune with your perfect sacred identity. The more you turn to the eternal spirit within, the more truth, beauty, and blessings will adorn your life. And the affirmation is, my eternal spirit guides me in everything I do. I am blessed with the unlimited value, power, and deserving of my soul. And as I said in the reading, Sabs, I do feel that being unwell has led you to take stock, has lessened the pressure in some way rather than expanding the pressure. And I feel that pressure is placed upon you by yourself. So both of those cards I feel are resonant with you, because I get after this break is the success. So keep persevering. Ask for help. I believe one of those two cards said ask for help. And just know that you are deserving of it. Welcome back, Senpai Cyan. But Sabs, remind yourself that you are deserving of assistance. You are deserving of the beauty of blessings. And sometimes we have to be unwell to be able to allow ourselves that time for that type of meditation. And I've known some people to call it like having a high temperature, hallucinating. But do take the pressure off yourself, off your physical self. Your spirit will still be working in the background. And you have a spirit that wants to achieve. And sometimes when we let go of the physical, that spirit of yours that wants to achieve will get there quicker. And it's strange that the universe does always, it can always force us into certain situations where we have no choice but to self-examine. So, but you do have the success card as your final card. 9 of Cups as well beside the success card. I have absolute faith that this is divine timing that forces you into rest mode. In a good way, not a bad way. Good way, not a bad way. Now I have to reach out and... oh. I knocked a card off my card pile. So, dear. I just have to now stretch. There we go. You're welcome, Sabs. And please get well. I will include you in my healing prayers for tonight and the rest of the week, just to make sure. I'm just going to take a breath because the spirit energy I do have, can you understand a male relative that smoked a pipe? Like packed a pipe. Come on. Okay. Do your research, Sabs, because I feel that's the person that's taking me back to the wisdom of old-time cures, and I believe they were quite good at them. So if you can ask family members about this person, yeah, they're definitely taking me back to old-time cures. And I feel there was a military connection there somehow. Not a long one. But anyone who serves deserves our respect, no matter which country or which side they served on. They were doing what people of this generation would not do. So they deserve our respect. Okay. Now, Kuya Duo and Senpai Sayana subbed. As I believe, Jing is there. So, Height Mups SC. You're up next. Oh, Shoopers, I'm sorry to lose you. Oh, thank you for sending me much love. Okay. Just let me know what you would like me to call you because my Aussie tongue can't get around the handle. Height. I love the grooviness of the hit. Okay. Oh, I get them now. Hit them up. SC. Hit them up. I get it now. See, I'm too old to get these things really quick. I don't... Okay, hit. I feel you're wanting to embark on a new adventure and you've been inspired by someone else. And I want to say someone much older than yourself. Or you're the older one and you've been inspired by a younger person. Sometimes it's backwards. Just a yes or a no to that question. I tune into your energy before I turn over the cards, and that way I know I've moved on from the last read. The former fits better. Okay. So, inspired by someone older than yourself. Keep getting that inspiration, because I believe it's a mutual learning opportunity for both. A mutual learning opportunity for both. And there's something about age. Age makes all the difference. And I feel that socially. Just a yes or a no. Hello, Valerie. Welcome in. Just a yes or a no on that one. Hit. Okay. I'm going to turn over the cards now because I'm being guided towards a relationship thing. It's like a desire to know. I'll know once I turn over the cards. Trust me. Okay, yep. You're wanting to offer someone in your social circle an olive branch or a please resonate with me type offer, and you feel you have nothing to offer. You've got more than nothing. I get Leo energy here, if you can relate to that hit. Just a yes or a no. You're still youthful. Yeah. You're still youthful. You have a lot of, and for someone that is youthful, you have a lot of wisdom within you. It's a struggle, though, to let go of knowing you're right. I feel it's a struggle to let go of knowing you're right and letting others have a voice. And I feel that's a fine balancing act for you. There you go. I feel there's an older person that you have interest in. I see a positiveness with the older person. However, you're just coming out of something where you were really judged. So deal with that first, then look at moving forward with the older person. So hopefully that has hit the spot for you. Because moving forward, I feel that the combination moving forward is one that can create anything, that can make magic happen. There you go. So create that magic. Hit me with your rhythm stick. Hit me. Sorry, I go back to my era with music when I associate it with Oh, go away. Okay, done. There we go. Hit me with your best shot. That's Pat Benatar. That's Unitaste for me, Corgi Duo. But hit me with your rhythm stick. Put that into YouTube and see what comes up. I think you might like it, peoples. You might actually like it. And you are next, Corgi Duo. I haven't updated my queue. I'm a bit slack here. Oh, slap me. Forget hit me with your rhythm stick. Slap me hard. Okay. Yep. We're pretty much in order, actually. I think I just have to switch Jing and Scorpio Darkness around. We'll see how we go. Okay. Corgi Duo, can you understand wanting to initiate a happy-go-lucky energy? Hit you hard. That's funny, Scorpio Darkness. Sometimes I do need a slap upside the head. I get a little lazy. Yeah, injecting happiness. It's like everything seems to be methodical. And it's almost like time has stood still. Okay. Yeah, you're up in your head too. Why is that? Your Aries, you're up in your head. I feel your Aries put you up in your head. Ah. Can you understand the feeling of slow motion? And I do feel it's difficult to explain to your person. There you go. Two of Cups. I knew it was about your person as well. It's difficult to explain to your person, to your Aries. Because I feel like there's a slowness. Oh. I'm getting lots of love from people today. Okay. Band. How can I delete? I can't because the bot already got it. There we go. Yeah. And the slowness in communicating is triggering for you. There's going to be an out, and it's going to be within the next 3 to 4 days. There's an out. So there will be an outlet where you can resolve those project ends. I didn't even know that. But you're still sitting in heartache, you're still sitting in lack, and it really has triggered something from the past in a big way. I feel as soon as that conversation ended, it was helpful while you were talking. As soon as it ended, the dark thoughts came back. I do feel as if there's a dream catcher involved here for some reason. Oh, same with today. Can you understand a dream catcher or a meditation space? And the weird thing is, I'm hearing Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. That's okay. I'm feeling a meditation space. So if the talk with your Aries made you feel better and it has continued, the talk with your Aries led to you starting a meditation space. And I'm hearing Mary had a little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day. I can't remember the rest of it, so painting. Ah, yes, painting your nails is meditation. But have a look at the colour I went. So guess where my soul was when I painted these yesterday? I don't often go black. My nail, well, I had to cut them. I broke 3. Yours are green. I was going to go green, but something said no, go black. There's a rejoicing happening in a day. So I feel like tomorrow you have the opportunity to do something. Well, there you go, we're opposites, Corgi Duo. Maybe that's why I didn't go green. Maybe that's why I didn't go green. I always enjoy my life, Senpei Cyan, always. Okay, keep an ear to the ground for tomorrow because I believe there's something to do with a meditative practice. And I want to say it focuses on you overcoming the slowness. It's like bursting through the cloud that the medication has you on. I feel they have started working, but it's getting used to how they work. Because I feel like there's this cloud and it's sort of like pushing down and it's like the universe encouraging you to burst through the cloud. Let the medication do what it does and you burst through the cloud. Okay, I do feel like there's a imminent meetup with your Aries. And I feel like it might fall on... There you go. I'm glad the doctor said that. Yeah, 3 to 4 days, anything. If you're science interested, you can Google what I'm saying and know that it is true. Anything that crosses the blood-brain barrier needs at least 11 days to take full effect. And if you're looking at changing medications, you need a full 11 days without a medication before changing medications. But I'm feeling your birthday is of importance, Corgi Duo. And your person is planning something really nice. You see your Aries in about 12 days. And I do get that it's for your birthday past. It was May 25th. Oh, happy birthday. I missed it. It was 3 days ago for me. So happy birthday, Corgi Duo. Oh, big cyber hugs. Happy birthday. But there is something big your person is planning for the birthday. So there's a catch up. If you're seeing them in 12 days, it's immediate catch up. I have an allied health background, Senpei Siam, but thank you for acknowledging that I do have some knowledge. Everything I do say, though, is based on what you can find on Google now. Yes, everybody join in the Happy Birthday Corgi Duo. Yeah, it is something planned, and I want to say it's back to the ooh la la planned. Saturday News, welcome in. It's something on the ooh la la side of things. Oh, thank you for the happy birthday to Corgi Duo Subpra, and thank you for tuning in. Subpra's been awesome. Your Aries is wild and your Aries likes red. I'm glad you painted your nails green because Feng Shui says if you're wearing red that there should be blue or green. Your Aries likes red. And I feel it's a boxed thing. So call your duo. I'm not going to give any more information. You know me and seeing your shopping lists. It's red and it's in a box. About the size of a in a box about the size of a small tablet device. So hopefully that resonated. Oh, look what's at the bottom of the deck. The ooh la la hot. Yeah, I didn't get the gift was a tablet. I got the box was the size of a tablet. Okay, which oracle would you like, Corgi Duo? Vintage Wisdom, Sign of the Times, Magic of Unicorns, Law of Positivism, or Energy and Spirit? Vintage Wisdom. Yes, because I know you've got yourself a Sign of the Times deck. I'm doing okay, Subpra. Thank you for checking in on me. And just for those who don't know, Subpra is in the other room, but before even saying anything, you left it in Canada. Oh no. Oh, I'm looking at getting a standby deck because I tend to use sign a lot. Even in private sessions, I tend to use Sign of the Times. Only because my vintage wisdom... Oh, that's intention. That caught my eye. So it'll be interesting if that comes out. Intention caught my eye. Just as I... These are 27 centimetre cards. So... Ah... Oh, I need a sneak peek. Coggy Duo, I need a sneak peek. You know me and my decks. I've got more than my age in decks. So I've got more than 56 decks. Ah, thank you. Yes, just a sneak peek. 1 or 2 cards. The Fool's always a good one. I've chosen decks. I have more than 56 decks. More than 56. It's Oracle, not Tarot. Okay. Well, I have my 5 go-to oracles, but I also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 other oracles than my 4 go-tos. So it's just some of the others I don't really like the generalized meanings. Now, there's a few oracle people that I will argue with. And this is by Victoria Moseley. I do feel like Victoria Moseley is a UK person based on the language used. But we never can be certain. Okay, here we go. Truth. And there's an Egyptian feel to this as well. There's also a US feel that's coming in. I do know that Canada is where you look at residing, but I feel like there's a connection to the US somehow. And the Alamo was in Texas, wasn't it? From history. I feel there's some connection to the Alamo. So we'll see. You have family there and a special connection to Chicago. Then I want to say somebody has the first US dollar they ever earned. If you can, in your quiet time or when you are contacting family, find out who has the very first dollar they earned. And I'm going paper money here, dollar framed. It's not metaphorical, it's in reality. Okay, truth. In front of a dramatic sky, this card shows a mirror image of a warrior woman meeting her own reflection. With swords drawn, it seems conflict may be near. But the all-seeing eye of truth presides, serving as a poignant reminder that what is done to another is ultimately done to self. The double-edged sword, capable of separation and liberation, symbolizes dual powers of nature, such as life, death, and victory and defeat. Like a sword, truth is a sharp instrument worthy of the greatest respect. Depending on how they are wielded, both have the ability to destroy or heal. Only the maturity and wisdom of the user determines the outcome. In tarot, the suit of swords represents navigation of thought and the unseen realm of the mind. But when it comes to the application of truth, the unruly mind cleverly justifies all manner of things and distracts us away from our alignment to love. Fear poses many challenges along the path to discovering the liberation of truth. Reactions of others, guilt and insecurity distracts and robs us of the opportunity to clearly identify the truth of the matter. The presence of this powerful card is a call for authentic freedom. Bravely face your fears, step into the light of love, and examine the essence of the situation rather than facing facts. Perhaps you have been in a state of avoidance. If this is the case, it could be a reminder to sort the wheat from the chaff. You can see clearly to move beyond the gravitational pull of old patterns. You may be also searching for the reality behind your relationship to others, or the deeper meaning of life and your place and purpose in it. Seeking the truth is a worthy quest on any level and can provide a significant opportunity for liberation and growth. See where this card falls, as the surrounding cards help provide context for understanding how truth applies to you at this time. And when it said the surrounding cards, I actually believe this has to do with the past trauma. That searching for your own truth means reminding yourself how far you have come, rather than re-examining the trauma. Remind yourself that you've escaped that now. That is your truth. And holding on to that past trauma only holds on to that trauma's ability to trigger you. And for anybody listening, I am not devaluing trauma in any way, shape, or form. However, one of the things that was discussed on my spiritual weekend was how there is no such thing as good and bad. Bad informs us. Good is something that we almost expect. So it doesn't surprise us and it very rarely informs us. Whereas the bad things that happen, or the perceived bad that happens, informs our souls and allows our souls to know the benefit of future goods that will happen. And I thought it was poignant to bring that up. And for those who have requested, yes, my spiritual Sunday, I will be talking to the person that runs the spiritual Sunday where I am speaking to see if we can link it up with Zoom. I'm confident because the musical director there, I am friends with, and they're a tech whiz. So I am confident we will be able to do it. So Cookie Duo, I hope that this resonates. Welcome in, Dimmy TV. I'm feeling it does. Lay flowers at their feet and don't let them relive their traumas. Yeah. It's true. Our traumas inform our soul. They allow us to be more appreciative of the good when it comes. And that good can be really good if we use the negative that happens as an educator. And I feel that may resonate with a lot of people, actually. But yes, keep an eye out for the red thing, because I feel the red thing is a birthday surprise. My guides won't let me see what it is. I've got an idea of what it is, but they won't let me see it totally. They'll let me see it in the box. It's in a white box. No, it's in a white box. It's a red thing in a white box. Red thing in a white box. Okay, now I just need to put the list up because I haven't been too great at keeping up with the list. So, yeah. White thing, white box, red thing. White box, red thing. Got it. Okay, Senpei Cyan. Okay, my guide was correct. Now, Senpei Cyan, I believe you're seeking growth. You're excited on a journey forward. Oh, no worries, Corgi Duo. Thank you for the hydrate, though. I need that more than bits at the moment. You're excited and curious. I feel it's a spiritual one, though, Senpei Cyan, if you can understand that. There's a belief in spirituality. But there's also a belief that it's all generalized. And good on you for it. Good on you for it. Because I feel knowing that is actually going to create challenges for you, but challenges are opportunities for growth. And I feel it's going to make you more acutely aware of responsibility within spiritual things. Yeah. I know Corgi Duo said that they were creating an oracle, and yes, I will be eagerly awaiting pics. Just a few. I feel you're doing the same or similar. And you want to base it on real life. You don't want to base it on hearts and flowers. And trust me, where I come from, there is a saying about spiritual readers who are all about hearts and flowers. Oh, you're beautiful, you're lovely, you've got all this potential. Everybody's going to agree to it, but you don't want to do that. You want to base it on reality. It will be a success, by the way. It's going to drain your energy, though. Princess Boo Boo, thank you for coming in. Thank you for the sub. 6 months anniversary. Woohoo! None of that toxic. No, call you duo. I don't have any of that toxic positivity here. However, I do believe that Senpei Cyan is going to achieve something here. Yeah, you don't want to hardcover with honey. It's like sticking in reality. And Senpai Cyan, I feel as if you are feeling unrepresented in standard tarot oracle decks. And you're feeling as if there's a change that needs to be made. Hello, Chaos. Welcome in. Okay. You can feel yourself rising above. I'm right about the deck. I feel it will be a success. I might take a break after this read. Thank you, Subpra. Supra's looking out for me today, really big time. Subpra can be a bit bossy if he wants. He can say, do it now. I feel there is a reliance on I feel there's a lot of research going on, Senpai Cyan. There's research going on. I feel you will team up with somebody you're aware of, and they will teach you rather than dictate to you. Because I feel you may have teamed up with somebody who dictated to you, and it made you more skeptical. Yeah. There's a feeling of being tied to what others do or what others have said. And I want to say the world has gone away from Orthodox religion. It's a worldwide phenomenon because it hasn't answered anyone's questions. Yet I feel within family you are somehow tied to an Orthodox religion. Use that to build. Use that to expose what is untrue. Don't let it hold you back. You fear failure. I get passion with this idea, but you fear failure. Okay. I need to say experiment with people you trust, with people who make you happy. Try it out with the people that make you happy. And that will guide your inner moral compass or your inner moral spiritual person. It's like if I create a recipe in my head and cook it and it turns out really good, I'm the only one that tastes it 9 times out of 10. So whenever I get a food idea in my head, I always try it out with my besties. They're going to give me their honest feedback and I'm going to be saying, oh, that worked out exactly how I thought in my head. So whatever this spiritual journey you're on encompasses, try it out with friends around you because I feel there's a reliance on reality that you have difficulty joining with what already exists. Yeah, just jump in and do it. I call that my Nike moment. If I have to just do it, I call it my Nike moment. Because isn't the just do it trademarked for Nike? So you have to always give them credit when you say just do it. But yes, when you get near the finish of your goal, Senpai Cyan, test it out with your friends or people you trust. People that make you happy to be you. Because I feel like in doing so, you will fill a void that hasn't been filled before. And good luck with it. Trust me, if it's dicks, I want to see them. And hopefully, Senpai Cyan, that resonated with you. See, collaboration and people we trust. It's all beautiful and blissful. When we try it out with people we trust or who make us happy. You're welcome, Senpai Cyan, and best of luck with this journey going forward, because I believe your heart's been opened, but healthy skepticism is still there. And good on you for keeping that healthy skepticism. And I'm going to do what Subpra told me to do and take a break. I'm going to put up the list just to make sure I did the whole, I haven't done the next thing. There we go. So when I come back from my mini break, it will be Peachy, then Jing, then Scorpio Darkness, then Princess Boo Boo. Just trying to work out the subs. I'll get there. But I'm taking a break now, so I will see you when I get back. I'll be as quick as I can. Okay, there we go. Oops, Karen. 4:45, 15 minutes before. Thank you, Josh, for telling me to have a break. I needed that. I don't think it's sweating. I think it's my moisturiser that is reflecting off the lamp. It's more that no, it's okay. I've actually got it's another one. you. Thank you for reminding me to take a break. My mic was still on. Yes, it's the new change of the mic. I am back. Okay. Thank you, Corgi Duo, for letting everybody know to look away. But yes, Subpra was kind enough to remind me to take a break. I've actually had a pretty bad couple of days with my pain, and Subpra knows this and is looking out for me. So thumbs up. But yes, it is peachy. And I do have to actually fix the... Okay, I'll do the next because it's the changes that were done to Streamlabs OBS. And they've now got like 4 auxiliary mics, and you have to have one turned on and the other one turned on. But I only went into the generalized settings. I have to go into the individualized settings, and that's going to take time. But Peachy, you're up for your read. And I do feel like there's a frustration energy here, Peachy. I feel like you may have applied for holidays and been declined, or somebody else decided they wanted the same holidays even though you checked. I know, Supra's an awesome person. Making my coffee now, actually. We had a chit chat about what if you can't see a spirit? What if you're not a medium? How can you actually know if you do see somebody? And it's as simple as talk to them. Yes, they are there. Yes, they are still proud of you. You didn't apply for anything. Okay, then what is it? There's a work situation here, Peachy, that I'm picking up on. It's a work situation I'm picking up on. And there's some disappointment. You've been seeing more and more shadows. I know, Corgi Duo, it's the way they can present them. The easiest is as shadow people. Never be fearful of shadow people. And keep remembering like attracts like. So if you are a good person, those shadow people aren't going to be bad. Okay. Okay. You mostly get startled. Okay. Can you understand your course changing campuses? Maybe requiring some travel? Okay, yeah. I do feel as if there's you changed platforms there. I feel it's brought in some anxiety. Sorry, I got work, but to me study is work. So just bear with me. It's brought in some anxiety. It's brought in some heavy load. And I feel it's something that you weren't prepared for. It's as if there's more of a voice component, if I can say it that way. Just a yes or a no, Peachy, is fine. I just have to remember if I do the be right back that I actually do have to turn the mics off and then remember which ones I've got to turn back on. You're not sure of the voice component. Keep it in mind. Another one, the Wheel of Fortune seems to be coming out for everybody. If it's not the Wheel of Fortune, it's the World. But we've got the Wheel of Fortune. I'm seeing wisdom coming in from an unlikely source. It's almost as if I'm sitting around chatting to my friends and all of a sudden I have an aha moment. Or I'm sitting around chatting to my parents and I have an aha moment. And I feel like this is much more interpersonal relationships as well as study. That's why I'm getting, I feel you're going to be teaching the professors. Still going to be successful. It may be a changed platform. It is still going to be successful. It's not Teams, is it? Or a within university similar to Teams? It's called Canvas. Okay. Well, there are apps out there I haven't heard of, but if you know what Teams is, I feel the setup is similar. Well, there you go. Corky Duo knows Canvas. So if you can tell me whether it's similar to Teams, I'm a Zoom fan myself, but that's just me. I hate Teams. So if that's anything to go by, if that's my shorthand coming across, the change will still be successful, but I do feel that in conjunction with the change being successful, there's speaking with friends and speaking with family that has an aha moment, as well as an aha moment with social life. There you go. You learn something new every day. Carry that phrase through your life because it's true. I've just learned something. I had no idea what Canvas was. So And Peachy, hopefully that resonates for you. I do get it being successful moving forward in your life. And can you understand the path of study you're on could take you through until you are 30? Okay, I get it all now. See, I've learned something new today. I feel it will. It's a foundational thing, but life is still going to happen. And I feel that there are things starting to happen now that are joyful, but they have you in rest mode, as in unsure mode. And it's fine to be unsure. Just keep reminding yourself you learn something new every day. And that newness every day can actually inform that uncertainty. And I feel it's going to do so in a very happy way. I've got the 10 of Cups here. So even though things may feel uncertain and confusing at the moment, I feel talking to others will open up and clarify for you. Okay, universal card. Okay, do I do the hidden truth or do I do the world? I think you're wanting hidden truth. Peachy, is this about a person? The universal card? Is it about a person? Just a yes or a no at this stage will be fine. I need to know that I've picked the right universal card. I do feel as if it's about a person. Whoops, the daisies. It's a mix. That's okay. Moving forward in general. I get one foot in front of the other because the uncertainty I got, it's as if someone's moving forward. You're comparing yourself. Someone's moving forward at a faster rate than you. And I want to say, never compare yourself to anyone except the person you were yesterday. It's the healthiest way to be, because you're not them and they're not you. Even if you're doing the same thing, there is always differences. Okay, my God said that's enough. Shuffle. Okay. Yeah, remind yourself the only person you're in competition with is the person you were yesterday. Not other people. And I really dislike it when teachers actually say, oh, I remember teaching your brother, sister, whoever, and you're so not like them. It's like, I should hope so. And I actually said that to a teacher once, and they were quite shocked. They were quite shocked that I said, I should hope so. We're two very different people. Okay, like I said, now and two. So here we go. 1, 2. Okay. I want to tell you how I feel. I hope that you can forgive me one day. Thank you, Corgi Duo. I feel as if this has come about. It is an interesting deck. And at the bottom, I feel it's life in general. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. And that's about your life. That's at the bottom of the deck. But I feel these two relate to a person. It's as if you don't speak up, then there's going to be regret. So I feel if you haven't spoken up, speak up. Or if you've turned someone down, maybe let them know, I hope you can forgive me for putting something ahead of you. And hopefully that resonates for you, Peachy. I'll be hoping. Oh, I meant to put Jing up, but oh well. You do have a bit of regret and sadness towards them. Then speak up. I get speak up. Peachy, Your voice needs to be heard. Speak up. And that noise in the background was just things of mine falling over. Yeah, we're sometimes in a society where it's, what's the deck called? It's called the Hidden Truth Oracle. So there you go, Corgi Duo. Doesn't come out very often, but I felt inspired to use that as the universal. Peachy, I feel like for your soul, you need to express what you're feeling. And I do know that political correctness has gone crazy where the world is too scared to say, you so and so, you hurt me, you did this, you did that. The world's gone crazy where we can't say that anymore, but that's only the world. It's not you. Be your unique you and let a person know when they've crossed the line. Because otherwise, it just compounds and people are way too scared to express boundaries. I've got my boundaries. If you hurt me, then it's like, yeah, you're going to know about it. And I'm going to be direct and honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat or fairy floss my response. And I feel in doing that, we're actually releasing the anger that can sometimes hold us back. Yes, I am a Scorpio. I'm a true Scorpio, but you love me for it. But also, too, people know where they stand with me. And it's like, if someone crosses a boundary, they've crossed the boundary. They need to know that it's not acceptable for me. And how many times are we dealing with people where we're just confused? We don't know where we stand with them. We don't know how they value us. So my boundaries are both positive and negative. So yes, I'm going to reward someone for the positiveness of them. And by doing that, I keep it balanced. Oh my God, sorry. That's okay. Okie doke, I am back. And Chaos, thank you for the sub. 7 month subversary. And Lady Palace Athena, welcome in. And okay, now I believe that we lost Scorpio Darkness for some reason. I believe we may have lost Scorpio Darkness. And I did a shout out for Princess Boo Boo before, but I should have said, fellow Aussie Princess Boo Boo, educated in the same way. Okay, Scorpio Darkness, you are there. Okay, where are we? And yes, my fellow Aussie, what have I done here? Okay, I've just got cards all muddled up. I must have dropped the deck or something. Hopefully that is better. Oh, thank you, Princess Boo Boo. I always do the shout outs. I've got my list of shout outs. Sometimes I'm a bit lax. Lightseeker, welcome in. And here we go. Okay. Scorpio Darkness, I'm picking up a breathlessness here. Just a yes or a no at this stage. And it seems like love is in the air. Peachy, thank you for trusting me. Thank you for your ongoing loyal support. You've been sick. Okay, oh, I'm sorry, Scorpio Darkness. But I want to say, you're up in your head, as in all the negativity that's coming from feeling unwell. Okay, love has been in the air. Isn't it always the case? We're looking for it and it comes and then we get sick. But it's a way of the universe slowing things down for us. And I feel for you that love in the air needed some slowing down. It was moving way too rapidly. Ad. Okay, thank you for letting me know. And that's a reminder to everyone else, if you do get thrown to an ad, please let me know. So that I can adjust it. Okay, back from ad. I feel like the love in the air needed some slowing down. It was moving at a rapid pace. So you being unwell is universal slowdown. There you go, Kogijiro. You had the whole pandemic. Were you locked down for almost a year? Like us here in Melbourne, Victoria? We were locked down for almost a year. And there you go. I feel there's a genuineness here, but there's difficulty getting to the truth. Just let me know if that resonates, Scorpio Darkness, because I do feel like there's a trigger here. There you go. You were nearly as badly locked down as what Melbourne was. So I can understand that. Yeah. I do feel the trigger coming up. I feel like this relates to a past situation. And it's triggered you. And I want to say, instead of letting the past situation trigger you, let the past situation educate you. So learn from the past situation rather than believe it will happen again. And hopefully that resonates in some way, because I do feel as if there's a feeling that you having to put yourself forward, put yourself first in overcoming feeling ill. There's a feeling that you may lose the connection. And seriously, you cannot help being ill. Illness happens. When you're with the right person, they will either be bringing you soup or at the very least understanding that you're not 100%. I would hope that they would be bringing you soup. Like, soup's always good when you're feeling unwell. Okay, then examine if it is examine if the contemplating leaving relates to a past trauma, which I believe it does. if it is the current person's behavior, definitely leave. And hopefully that does resonate with you, Scorpio darkness. But just remember, I never make a decision when I'm feeling unwell. I always wait to recover before I make a decision. Ads again. Yeah, it's telling me there's an ad break that's going to go for 1 minute and 5 seconds. But I may as well say Jing is next. So Jing, if you are there, please pop up. And yes, I have to agree with Corgi Duo. When you meet and there's a separation, you both get the chance to make the decision to reunite. And that slows things down in a good way. So a pandemic or being ill slows things down in a good way. And sometimes when a relationship starts long distance, it can slow things down in a good way. Scorpio darkness, it's up to you. And just remember that you're in your head at the moment. That's okay. I understand ads happen. But 5 ads at a time, that's like crazy. You're up in your head at the moment, and I feel that's because of ill health. You can't help being ill. I generally never make a decision while I'm unwell, because they're the decisions we can regret, is when we decide to do something and we're unwell. But you can use this time to reflect on whether this person is worthy of you or not. Are they concerned about you right now? Yeah. But I would look at, is this person concerned about me right now? They know I'm unwell. And if they're not concerned, there's your answer. Well, that's your answer, Scorpio darkness. We have to look at the behaviors of others. And when we're measuring it, try and also reflect within yourself. Am I measuring this from a past trauma? Is my past affecting how I evaluate my current situation? Yeah. But remember, there are no set steps. It's like the set steps, I don't think have been about since the 40s or 50s. And even then, they weren't very set in stone. Other than if you did get knocked up, you went to a nunnery and the kid was either your sister or your brother or got adopted. So just remind yourself of that. There's no set steps. And Jing, you are next. If I've kept up with my cue. And I did shout out while others were in ads for Jing to come forward, but this is, I'll put the list up. Okay. And Princess Boo Boo and Chaos do need to be boosted. And I'll do. Hello, Jing. And yes, check out Chaos. Did a pretty relevant read for me. Okay, Jing. I feel we're still on a circular thing with you. You're welcome, Scorpio Darkness, and I hope you feel better very soon. I feel, Jing, it's the same thing, and I feel you've got readings from others that have said the opposite to what I've picked up, and seriously, sometimes regular reads can confuse people. Look at the person's behavior. Look at what they say and do. Jing, you deserve better than to be treated as an option. Jing, can you understand a fertility issue? Something to do with fertility? I feel you might have been fertile. Okay. Ask yourself, Jing, whether this is a genuine move forward. Okay. So weird. Why are you weirded out, Jing? See, I don't like being compared to other readers. I don't know what they see, and they don't know what I see. Yes, go for a checkup. Definitely get an opinion from a medical professional. Okay, hang on. I feel, Jing, as if you are stuck on what you've been trying to manifest. Holy smoke, you have got 3 major arcana leading off your read. I feel as if you're still dreaming of what you had hoped for. And another major arcana, strength. I feel August has some resonance with your situation, Jing. Yeah. You believe you can convince somebody to change their mind? Another major arcana as well. We're going through the whole major arcana here. And I shuffled these pretty good. Can you understand desiring to rewind? Oh, no, the sound's good. Sound isn't stuck. I don't think. Oops, daisies. I don't think the sound's stuck, so you can understand. I feel it's not going to. Thank you, Corgi Duo. I just heard a very Australian song. And the title of the song is 6 Months in a Leaky Boat. And I feel the past 6 months have been steadily declining in the situation you want to rewind. I feel you sitting in regret for putting your financial stability at risk. Okay. Taco lover, welcome in. I do feel as if you have choices going forward, but it's almost as if time has stood still. And I do feel some alone time and reassessing your situation, Jing, will help. Try not to look backwards, try to look forward as to what's going to happen tomorrow rather than what happened yesterday. Okay. The 4th of July, Jing? Was the trip the 4th of July? Just answer yes, no to the trip being the 4th of July. I know that's an American holiday, but you haven't confirmed. I don't feel the trip will happen. I don't feel the trip will go forward. There's too many obstacles. Okay. There's constant thinking about the past, not about the future. Okay. You've got the star. The trip may happen, but I feel the underlying issue here is that the trip will be without future. It will just be a trip with the physical in mind. One night. That's okay. Thank you for that, Jing. But I do feel as if the physical is the only reason for the trip. Don't prevent yourself from reading into it anything other than a physical connection. And please get the fertility issue checked out as soon as possible. Preferably before the trip. Okay. You feel this is a difficult choice for you, Jing. There's so much affection there that you're finding it difficult to separate long term from a physical union. Just let me know if that resonates. Okay. Thank you, Jing. And that's what I have for you. But please get that fertility situation checked out. Okay, and Princess Boo Boo is next. thank you, Jing, for your ongoing support. It's much appreciated. And please look after your own health. Prioritize your own health. Okay. Hey, Princess Boo Boo, welcome in. Oh, I feel you're at a different place than what you usually tune in from. Just let me know if that resonates. Mentally, okay. I get that, but can you understand walking away from success you've built up? It seems overwhelming. And it's walking away from success you've built up. Your old work, okay. I feel there's a connection with a person there. It's personal connection that's brought this regret. Let's see what we have. You don't think so? Can you understand at your old work there being a toxic person? I almost want to say like a workplace sociopath. And anybody who's worked with one knows exactly what they're like. Okay. I feel that person may have become pregnant. Okay, all these twos. I feel you know what I'm talking about. It's like to avoid being accountable. Okay. Can you understand there being a male person at your former work who was willing to stand up to this toxic person? I feel you need to be grateful you're not there anymore. The male person is trying to exit this toxic person from the workplace, trying to do the right thing, but is met time after time after time with obstacles that this person presents. And I feel you being tied to this male person somehow. And it's like an affection bond, because when they hurt, you hurt. And when I say an affection bond, it doesn't have to be romantic. It is what it is. Sometimes we feel for others, and it's an automatic feeling. It's not a planned feeling. Oh dear. I feel like this situation might have backfired, as in the male person is now considering leaving. You think it's a client. Can you understand the male person considering leaving? Yeah, there we go. Too much of a burden. They're going to leave. And I have to repeat what I said before. There's an emotional bond there. And it's almost like the two of you have recently met up for coffee, for drinks, for an after work situation. And the bond is there. There's a Cancer energy that comes through, as in the star sign Cancer or sun sign Cancer. Okay, I feel you will see this person in the near future, but it will be after they leave the current workplace. I feel their sign is Cancer, so I'm looking at a June birthday. I'm feeling they put up with this a lot longer than what you did. And there's zero support from higher ups. There's zero support from management. I get Cancer Taurus. His is the client's husband. Okay. Cancer Taurus. I get home being important to yourself. Home being your safe space. And I feel there's something going on there as well. So it's like, it's almost like there's this external factor, but there's also an internal factor going on. And there's been a recent change that makes you feel unsettled at home. You're thinking of moving. You will. I feel there's a recent change. You'll move. Because I'm feeling like there's no... How can I put this? There's no indication of, if I do this, I'll be safe. If I do that, neighbours will get angry. And I feel the situation is really unsettling to you. There you go. Can you understand this being ice affected or ice impacted, as in the drug? No. Okay. There's stupidity things going on, like hosing down a driveway when you're trying to say goodbye to visitors, or it's disruptive. There we go. It's almost like you can't invite people to your home anymore because it feels unsafe. That would make sense for that client. No, this is you. I'd love to say, oh, yes, of course, I meant it was for the client. But I feel your home has become less safe, less happy. Okay. I don't know whether you were considering moving in March. You were going to wait another 8 months or so, 8-9 months. I feel it has to do with being close to family and there being an important anniversary or an important get together later this year. Yeah, I feel there's an important get together later this year for a family issue situation. Your brother's birthday. Okay. You're staying put. You're not thinking about moving until after your brother's birthday. I feel it is a special birthday, so it's got a 5 or a 0 at the end. Or, as in all cases, if it's 21, then it's 21. But 30. There you go. I knew it was a 5 or a 0, but I have to say the 21 because I knew it was a special birthday. And I do feel as soon as that is... Can I ask, is there a December with your brother? Is your brother's birthday December? July. Okay. You'll start thinking about moving after your brother's birthday. That's okay. No stress, but I thought it was later in the year. Is parents' wedding anniversary later in the year? I have to ask this question because I definitely got later in the year. January. Okay. That would make sense for the move in March. I feel that has a 5 or a 0 at the end of it. So if you have a think about how long they were together or are together, it has a 5 or a 0 at the end of it. And it'll be after that that your moving will... I feel as if you're going south, but New South Wales south or Adelaide south. If it's Victoria, I would be really surprised, but you don't think so? Yeah. I feel it's more country, more open spaces. So if you can resonate with that, more country, more open spaces, kinder people. And I do feel as if your former colleague can inform your decision. Try New Farm then. Or Coochie-Madlo Island. It's not bad there. Or Russell Island. But I feel you want more social. Makes sense, New Farm. That's south. That's south from Brisbane. For everybody that's listening in, that is south from Brisbane. Not far south, but yeah, south. And it's got a beautiful park and it's still along the river. Still along the Brisbane River. So, Princess Boo Boo, that's what I have for you. And I do feel as if your former colleague will inform your decision making. So it's still south. That's okay. My mum's just got back from a trip to Queensland. So, and there was all sorts of dramas. She got COVID on the flight there and then had difficulty getting a flight back. So she's staying in Melbourne now. She doesn't... And I'm thinking, but all your relatives are in Queensland. So just be aware that your former colleague and you have a supportive bond going on. And that doesn't have to be romantic. But in this case, I know you're probably going, ooh. But there might be some romantic feeling there. Just so you're forewarned. Okay, I have to put the list up because I know I've got subs in the queue that I do have to boost. Okay, And, okay. I, no, I said it didn't have to be romantic, but I wouldn't be surprised if it does. That's just how I get it. I can be wrong. I'm human. I'm flesh and blood. I'm human. A spiritual soul in a physical form. I can make mistakes. Okay, Chaos, you are next. Okay, and I need to use these ones. Hey, Chaos. Yeah, you'll have to let me know, Princess Boo Boo. You'll have to let me know. But being human, I can be wrong. Now, Chaos, is there changes going on at work, please? Okay. I feel yours is a big change. You're hopefully getting a new job. Can you understand the new job actually requiring you to move? I don't know how to put this because I do know you're overseas, but it's almost like you're moving countries or you're moving counties. Okay. Just let me know if that resonates because I need to work out in my which side of my head to listen to. I feel it's like moving countries. Same country. County. I feel it's a positive. You're moving away from a very volatile area. Hopefully that resonates and you can see that. I feel you're moving away from a poverty ridden area to a more affluent area. And in Australia, we don't so much have those. Although Princess Boo Boo may disagree, Logan is one, and I do live in another that's in Victoria. So there are some affluent areas. Yeah. Hi, Enzo. Welcome in. I do get a giddy excitement about the move. So you understand Logan. Well, where I am in Melbourne is pretty much Melbourne's Logan. Not quite, but getting there. Yes, because this opportunity changes a lot for you, Chaos. It is actually a more affluent area. It has more of your interests within that area without having to travel. The people in the area have more in common with yourself. And it's like you're moving from uncertain waters to certainty. Just let me know if that resonates, Chaos. And sorry, Enzo, yes, the queue was still open. Okay. It's like you're peeking through the curtain and it's exciting you. You know, No Place Like Home, Wizard of Oz reference again. You're peeking through the curtain, you're seeing it, you're seeing reality for what reality is, and you're quite excited to move forward. Reality is scary, let's face it, everyone. I feel that there's been an anxiety over whether the financial offer was genuine or accurate, I need to say that yes, it was. Yeah, reality is scary. Let's all live in a fantasy world in our head. But chaos has faced the reality, seen behind the curtain. And look, the financial offer, as well as the offer of stability, is joyful. I feel until you knew where the job was located, you were in two minds. I do get success here, even though it is commission based, and I have worked commission based. You can have some lean months and some prosperous months, and it does, over a year, it does work out. So if you can budget yearly, you do well. And I feel that's your challenge, Chaos, is to be able to budget yearly. Okay. You're trying to rein in your excitement, Chaos. You're trying to bring your excitement down a notch. Even though intuitively you know this is the best move for you, because this move also comes with a social aspect. It comes with moving away from a toxic situation and moving toward a more united situation. Okay. All this moving, I want to move too. You would be building relationships with customers all the time. Then why are you up in your head dreaming about this going wrong? Yeah, you're dreaming about this going wrong. It's invading, the negative side of it is invading your dreams. Whereas the positive side of it is this: happiness and joy. Okay, just imagine just the social side of the move. The social side of the move is putting you closer to your soul tribe, putting you closer towards happy times, putting you closer towards the fun energy you deserve, and also making up for the sacrifices you had to make when you were dealing with toxicity. And I'll leave it there because I think that resonates, and I'm getting quite emotional as I said that. So I don't want to go too much further into it. It's putting you back on even. It's putting you back on the even side of things. So just let me know if that resonated for you, Chaos. I believe it did, because I'm getting the emotional feeling now. And it's a little overwhelming. So it's like the universe finally rewarding you. I believe it's more than just promising. And is it in Gutenberg? Is Gutenberg a suburb or a town? County? Something that sounds like that anyway. Something that sounds like it. Okay, Valerie, you are next. Hello, Valerie. Oh, you think there's a college nearby? Okay, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense to me, Chaos. Thank you. Okay. Now, Valerie, just a yes or a no at this stage. I feel that you're moving forward with somebody that you see a future with. Just a yes or a no. Okay. Although you've got it stuck in your head that they're not genuine. You've got it stuck in your head that they're a player. There must be somebody else on the side. Taco, I'm not understanding any of that. Okay. I want to say stop being suspicious. If you find out, then leave. If that's your boundary. I feel there's genuineness here. There's genuineness in their action. There's genuineness in their thought. There's genuineness in their behavior. Okay, you know this. Intuitively, you know this, but you were hurt in the past by someone that lied about work. The Ace of Cups. Consider this a new beginning, Valerie. Consider it a new beginning. I feel in your heart of hearts you know this about the current person, but you're constantly reminded of what happened before. You know the signs to look out for, Valerie. And you also know to protect your standing. So however you enter the relationship, you should be no worse off when you leave. Oh, Val has a lot of friends. That's good to hear. Thank you, Taco. Yeah. This offer couldn't be more genuine if it tried. There you go, the lovers. Valerie. This person enjoys talking with you. This person is surprised that they enjoy it so much. I do feel as if there's a little bit of Gemini or Virgo in there. Either yourself or them. You're Virgo. I'm going to stop there, Valerie. That's what I have for you. Thank you so much for popping in. And I will have to do the be right back. Now, let's see. If I put the list up, I can sort out who's next before I take a break. And I'll remember to turn the microphone off. Thank you, Valerie. Okay. The queue is pretty accurate. So, Dimmy TV, you will be up next when I come back from a break. And go and get yourself something to snack on, a drink, whatever you like. I'm going to get myself something to eat. and I will be back as soon as I can. Hello, everybody. Thank you. And thank you, Blue Eyed Oracle, for the raid. And welcome in, Raiders. And thank you, Enzo, for helping out. It is just one of those strange days. For me, anyway. I did actually have Peking duck for my dinner, which was good. But Dimmy TV, you are up for your reading now. So I'm just having a digestive moment. So hopefully Dimmy TV is actually still in the queue. There you are. I'm just going to finish my post-dinner cigarette. And I am blessed to have followers that get me Peking duck for my dinner with rice and bok choy. Yum. Post your question. It still won't impact how I tune in, but post your question and I'll answer as best I can anyway. I think you've answered your own question, Dimmy TV. I feel there's ghosting going on, and to me, ghosting is childish behaviour. And I'm sorry, but we're all adults. I don't want to deal with the 2-year-old if I haven't given birth to it. But we'll find out. As I said, my guides know to stay away from me when I have a cigarette lit. So as soon as I finish that and digest some of my Peking duck, which was amazing. No, it was full-on Peking duck. It was Vietnamese style. So it's Peking duck, bok choy, and Kim had actually said if she'd known she would have put chocolate with it because chocolates are in season. Oh, yeah, the sauce. Oh, you're making my mouth start watering again, Enzo. It was yumbo. Mm. I just told my guide to wait another minute because they're already trying to tell me which deck of cards to go for. It was during your niece's birthday? Your niece is lucky. The first time I had it was as an adult, and yeah, my post-meal ciggy. It helps me digest because, believe it or not, I cannot do readings until I have actually digested. Oh, your brother-in-law is Chinese. I started learning some Chinese from poker friends, but I seem to have learnt Vietnamese easier. Well, that's the post-dinner ciggy done, so I have digested. And Dimmy TV, let's see. I do feel, Dimmy, that at the moment going on within your surrounds is debates. I say debates, but discussions on, I want to say TikTok videos here. I'm seeing what seems to be reels, and it's like sharing reels that have no deep meaning whatsoever, and there's discussions about them. Now, Dimmy TV, if you can relate to that, just a yes or a no, we'll be fine. I need to know if I picked the right deck, actually. You haven't shared any reels. Can you understand discussing with people about reels? No, don't consider just with this person. I'm picking up your life, not this person's life. I feel you've discussed a reel that wasn't about anything in particular. It wasn't even important. Don't think just about this person, please. Because your life is broader than just one person. You don't remember. Can you remember waking up with a nightmare in the last 3 days and not sure if it was real? Just a yes or a no is fine. Okay, I can repeat. Can you recall waking up from a nightmare, unsure if it was real, in the last 3 days, within the last 3 days? Okay, I know I'm right here, so I'm going to, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. And let me know if you do get thrown to an ad break and you don't remember. I'm picking up that you already know about this. You already know about the person you asked the question with. It's almost like I feel they may have let you know prior to the silence of this month what they wanted out of the relationship. You felt worthy of them and therefore you invested more. I feel you might be dealing with an Aries, either yourself or the person you mentioned is Aries. You're an Aries. Okay. You can't understand why it's so complicated for somebody to speak. And I feel intuitively you already know that this person was not right for you. I feel this person may have been Gemini. Gemini or Scorpio. Leo. I'll accept Leo. Stubborn. That's what I got. Stubborn. I'll accept Leo. But this person had a laugh that made you laugh. And that is what you're remembering. You're not remembering the red flags that came up. And it's, Dimmy, I'm picking up that you're sick of hearing about red flags it's like the catchphrase of now is red flags. And I want to say this particular situation has opened your eyes. I feel there may have been another contender or another person involved on your end. I just get your third eye has been opened. And I feel it's as if you need to know, can you move on with the other person? And for that, the answer is yes. Not the person you mentioned, but the other person. And the answer is yes. I feel there's another person within your sphere. Someone else you find attractive. You don't know who that is. Get busy finding out. The only way you can find out is to live. As I said, I got Gemini Scorpio vibes. It might be testing you in the best possible way. But the Leo, no. I feel they've already let you know. Prior to going silent, I feel they let you know that they didn't think it was working out. And I feel your intuition is, no, I didn't get that, Dimmy. I got someone else in your sphere, not theirs. I feel they've already cut the tie, if that is the right way to say it. I feel they let you know before going silent. And remember, only invest time and energy and effort, because this person hasn't contacted you for almost a month. And they're still renting space in your head for free. Never let anybody rent space in your head for free. And when I say that, if people want to rent space in your head, they've got to turn up, number one. Number two, they've got to actually do something to earn that position within your head. And hopefully that makes sense, because I do believe there is someone around you. Physically, they may not be the ideal, but there is someone else around you. I feel it's a form of ghosting, and if you go back through those messages, I do believe they tried to tell you that it wasn't going to go any further. So go back through the messages, Dimmy, and that's all I have for you. Okay. Now, I do need to do next. Yeah, definitely go back through your messages. I feel there was a message stating how they felt. There you go. Taco Lover knows exactly how it feels. And so do I. It feels terrible. But if they're not reaching out, and you have been, why should you be reaching out when they're doing nothing to earn the rent space? And Light Seeker, you are next. Okay, where am I? I think I've lost Light Seeker. And thank you to Chaos for hanging around too. But yes, please give Blue Light Oracle a follow. A fellow Aussie who I did shout out at the start of my stream because I wasn't sure if I could fit or fix the sound, I should say. Yeah, it is tiring. And look, there's take care of yourself first, but also be willing to compromise. You do need to take care of yourself in your own position, but that should be within your boundaries. And express your boundaries as soon as possible and don't let up on them. And don't have a 3-page boundary list. Have your 4 or 5 main ones that are, I'm not going to accept this negative behavior from you. And then have your 4 or 5 good ones where you will openly accept this person who displays this behavior. There you go, Dimmy. Live your life. You will see them. Yeah. Haven't we all, though, Enza? We've all allowed somebody to live rent-free in our head. It's not a calling out thing. It's Karen's wisdom thing. Lady Pallas Athena. And I haven't used this deck for a while, so okay. Lady Pallas Athena, I feel like you've delved deep into spiritual. Yep, true, Enzo. Which part? Which area of spirituality? I feel on the manifestation side. If I have to be honest, I'm not 100% sure which area of spirituality, but from what I'm being impressed with, it's the manifestation side. And you feel it hasn't worked. Oh, everybody's being picky. Does everybody know I'm in pain and has decided to be demanding? I feel it's calm, Lady Pallas Athena. And stable. Calm and stable. I saw the 3 of coins. Not in the deck. I saw it in my mind's eye. So, calm and stable. I'm going to turn over the cards after this because I feel we're pretty close to... And look, there's the Magician. That's what the Magician looks like in this deck. Intuition. Okay. I'm going to have to wait and see what comes after this. Oh, there we go. I want to say there's something about freedom here, Lady Pallas Athena. It's freedom from others dragging you down. And it's also encompassing a fear that others may find out something. Now, I'm not picking the something up. My guides won't let me see what that something is. But there's a bit of shame mixed in with the fear of others finding out. And I do feel that it needs to be said, stop locking yourself away. That's what I just said that, Lady Pallas Athena. My guides aren't letting me know what that is. Sometimes they like to protect your privacy more than what you would care. But there's an embarrassment over a past action, or an embarrassment over a past feeling. And there's a desire to escape that. And I feel you have locked yourself away in an attempt to escape that fear. It's got to do with guilt, and I feel like it's misplaced. Because I started with the High Priestess of Intuition, I feel it's misplaced fear. It's like something that shouldn't be your shame, in other words. But there's definite rest taking place. It's like, what if others find out the truth? What if the real people out there find out the truth? Would not be at all surprised if it has something to do with lustful thoughts. You cannot resonate with it. Okay. I knew the Three of Pentacles was coming out. I really feel I need to encourage you to get out and about. It's the calm and stability that's wanting to be manifest. But if that's what we desire, we have to move outside of our home, because no matter how good we are at manifesting things, it's just not going to come up and knock on our door. It's just not going to play out that way. You may have to re-listen to this read and dig a little in your own soul, because I do feel there's guilt from a past situation. It's not your guilt to be had. That's the thing, but there's still guilt. And it's like an emotional weight.